Over 30 kilometers with 1,650 meters of elevation along rivers, up mountains and down to the sea. We're hiking the Kunpeng Trail right here on Drone and Phone. Welcome to another episode of the Kunpeng Trail. This is the first for Drone and Phone. We're doing more than 30 kilometers in one episode. Tell us what we're doing today.
Yeah, my estimation is going to be 33 by the end of it. Just over 1,000 meters of elevation. For that, it should be gradual, but we're going to do 3 sessions today. Yeah. 13, 14, 15.
3 sections. It's very early morning. Let's get going, Jack. Opened in 2024 and stretching just over 200 kilometers across the city's green spine, the Kunpeng Trail is Shenzhen's longest and most iconic hiking route. Named after the mythical Kun, a colossal sea fish, and Peng, a magnificent bird, the trail offers a real challenge for visiting and local hikers alike. Spanning 20 diverse segments that link 10 major mountains, 20 country parks, and numerous reservoirs, it gives a very different experience of one of China's major cities. We have divided into 10 episodes, each starting and finishing at a road you can get out of. Yes?
Yes. Yeah. The DJ is trying to figure out the coffee machine. Yeah, we have seen this machine almost in every major park. And here we go.
We start today just off the Nantao-Pingshan Expressway and head along a well-groomed concrete path that follows the river for 1 kilometer.
Like this. Handmade. No cost. Very nice resting part. Not sure about my weight though.
Yeah, I'll be okay, but I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing a test with you.
As usual, it's not long before our opinions clash over the right direction.
Got him taking on the wrong turn again, yeah? So we're going to Kunpeng Trail here. He went the other way, so if was not me supervising, he's gonna take another 12k extra. Cut!
As is often the case on this trail, we're diverted off the main path to do a loop up a hill and back down to the trail we were on before. This time climbing nearly 200 meters up before coming back down to the river. Got a quick update on how this section is going. We've now done 4 kilometers. It's been along very nice paths. We got off the concrete almost immediately as we entered the park. It's just perfect. It is really nice walking, nice weather, occasional views opening up as we go. We've done 1 climb, we're probably 2/3 the way through a second climb, and then after that I think most of the climbing on this section has been done. Remember, we're doing 3 sections in this episode. The second climb goes up to 370 meters and then slowly descends into farmland where you join a road.
Well, we're going down from the highest point for section 12, and now it's all kind of gradually going down. DJ is there.
So for the last part of this trail we've been on these forest tracks. It is concrete, but it's not with cars so far anyway, and it's still through the forest, so not quite as good as it was earlier on, but as I said, it's kind of mixing things up a bit, because as you go through the forest it does feel very sameish, and I think we've got a lot more of that to come later on. The road passes through 2 small ancient villages that are now tourist attractions. Well, we have just experienced a trail, absolutely beautiful trail, not a person or very few people we've seen, but as we're sitting outside this beautiful little village, 2 buses full of tourists have just pulled up. Here they come. The section ends at the second village, where you can get in and out and also get refreshments if you need to stock up. Well, we're at the end of section 13 and as you can see by the traffic and the buses behind us, it seems like you could get out of here if you wanted. It's been just over 11 kilometers, so if you're doing it, that may be something you can choose. Section 14 starts with a short climb before a long and steady descent past 2 reservoirs. Something a little bit different. We are walking on stone stairs, not in a busy place, there's nobody else around, but it's not the usual mud path.
Hey! 终于被你追上了。
Turn up just in time for lunch.
Yeah, yeah. 午餐时间，午餐时间。
我快死了！呀，真的，我刚才。
走错了。
We bump into Mr. Fan again, whom we had hiked with on the last episode. This is one of the great things about long trails. On through hikes, you do find other hikers along the way.
Yeah, we just saw a solo hiker. It's much better to hike like me and DJ as a small group. If you can have more people. The weather's still nice. Imagine if it's hot, that could be dangerous alone.
Well, a quick update on where we are so far. We are now 17 kilometers, over halfway in. We're well into section 14 right now. It started off with some quite nice paths in the forest, similar to what we've been doing much of the way on this back half of the Kunpeng. And then we've joined this road. We've got this road for about 4 kilometers, and then we'll be climbing a hill to the end of section 14. We are going to try and do section 15 as well. That will take us back into a populated area where we can find a hotel for the night. At the end of section 14, we meet Dennis, a Canadian hiker who was doing the full Kunpeng Trail in one through hike. I asked him about his impressions of the trail so far.
It's emptier than I expected in terms of like people.
Yeah.
Like, except, you know, when the parks and stuff, you'll see some people. But on the mountains, almost nobody every day, you know, so that's kind of what I've noticed most of the time.
And if you were to recommend it to somebody, any sort of tips or ideas that you sort of picked up along the way?
I guess if you're planning to camp, there are camp spots, so book in advance, that's one thing. And don't be afraid to, like, if you know there's a camp spot, just like take a DD there, go back to the spot, hike, go take a DD, come back, you know.
It's an interesting day that we're getting a bigger team now. We met Dennis from Canada, with Mr. Fan from Xi'an. So they all join us together. Like a small team, very nice.
So this is a reservoir down here where we think we have come up from. We've been around that, in fact, and another reservoir behind it, and these mountains in the background yet we believe are the ones that we have done previously. Is that right? Have we done these ones?
No, that's totally not true.
Okay.
No, that's totally not true. Yeah, he got messed up again. As usual, he completely mixed the other one with this reservoir.
I got it completely wrong. Embarrassed in front of our new friends here. These mountains over here we've never done before, but they look really, really interesting. Maybe that's for a future episode. Okay, let's get to the end of this section. At this point, we are lost in the mountains where everything looks very similar, and I am getting disorientated. Okay, we're coming to another peak you can see behind us here. This is a reservoir that we have just circumnavigated. And some of these mountains over here we've come over earlier today. I'm not actually too sure. I had thought they were the ones on the other side, but apparently that's something completely different. Right, let's get to the end of this section.
Oh, gee. I did that just for the camera, by the way.
Yeah, we have 23k on relax. it's normal. You feel a little bit tired.
As we get to the end of section 14, we still face one more section with a 415 metre summit to get over.
Whew. 2 sessions done. This is the last one, Kunpeng Trail, section 15. Here we go.
So we're getting a look at where we'll be heading over the next day or so. We're not sure how far around we're going to go, but you can see Kunpeng Trail out there. If you know that, that's from the island in Hong Kong that's right opposite the peninsula here. So we're going to be going around. We think we'll be staying, I'm not sure if you can see this, but right in the distance there looks like there's a little resort of some kind. So we think we're going to be staying there tomorrow night. We'll see how we do, but for now we're going to come down and we're going to be staying somewhere in this community here down below, but towards the end that way. The final 5 kilometres is mainly downhill as we work our way down to the Dapeng district. Here we bid farewell to Mr. Feng, who will be heading back to Xi'an, but Dennis agrees to accompany us on the rest of the trail. Well, that's it for this episode, Jack. The longest of all Drone and Phone episodes, over 30k. How has it been for you?
Yeah, first time ever. Yeah, it's slightly exhausting. But we made it. Fantastic day.
Now, if you keep following us over the next few episodes, we're going to be going right out over there, over that peninsula. We've got Kunpeng Trail as well behind us here. If you want to see that and you want to see all of our previous episodes on the Kunpeng Trail, you're going to find that on our website at droneandphone.com and also on our YouTube channel. For now, my name is DJ.
I'm Jack.
And this, very exhausted, is DJ.
Drone and Phone.
Drone and Phone.
Well, say I carry 2 cameras. Did you mention about my computer?
I mean, who would bring a computer on a 5-day hiking trip? I mean, anyone? Anyone? Anyone?